Hello, how are you? Well, today I have a good lesson about prepositions. Prepositions sometimes are quite difficult to understand, but with these examples, hopefully I can help you understand them better. Especially, we are going to talk about in, at, on, under, over, and through. So let's see. The first ones we have here are on and under. So on, we use it basically when it refers to place or placement. We refer to everything that is on a surface. And for example, in the image there, we see a laptop, okay? And we can see that the laptop is, touching the surface, a flat surface. So that we say the laptop is on the table. There is a calculator on the table as well. And under, under will be below something. So in this case, we have the suitcase is below the table. And the woman is sitting on the chair. Whenever we sit on a chair. Also, when we are traveling by car, and for example, you are going to your work or whichever place you are going, say, I'm on my way. Wait for me, don't go, don't leave, wait for me, I'm on my way. You say, I'm on my way. That means that you are either driving or you are on the bus or on the train, on the bus, you know, to go to your work or whichever place you need to get and you don't want these persons to leave or leave you. So we say, I'm on the bus. I'm on the bus because you technically have to get on the bus and then the bus rides. Also, we have here over and across. In this case, we have a river and we see a bridge that goes from one side to the other. So over, it's when something is above without touching. The bridge is over the river. There's a bridge over, let's call it London River. This is not London River, but let's say this is London River, or the name of this river is London. So we say there's a bridge over London River that you need to cross and you will be in a different city. There's a bridge over London River that you need to cross and you will be in a different city. So for example, if the city to your right is Venetia and the city to your left it's, let's say, Kulta, then you have to cross the bridge over London's river to go from Kulta to Venetia. Okay, that's one way to say that. Also, we can use the preposition across. The bridge is across the river. When something is across, something is like from one side to the other. I have a notebook here, but let's pretend that this is a bed. Okay, a bed, and let's say this is the head of our bed, and this is like the place of where you put your feet of the bed. And let's say that this bottle is you. So if you lay down on your bed this way, you are across the bed. So you are from one side to the other of the bed. The same situation as this bridge. This there is a bridge over the river, there is a bridge across the river, because the bridge goes from one side to the other side of the river. In this case, both ways are correct. Across means from one side to the other, and this bridge goes from one side to the other of the river. A plane flying over the sea. This is the sea. You see the sea, and we see a plane flying over. That means it's above, not touching, so he's flying over. In this picture, we see an airplane flying over the sea. That means the plane is not touching the water. St. Martin's Airport. At Princess Juliana International Airport in the St. Martin's Island, some tourists have the extreme experience of having a plane flying over their heads. So if you search or if you Google St. Martin's Airport or Princess Juliana Airport, you will see that when the planes are arriving to the airport, when they are going to land, they have to get very, very close to the beach where people are normally there. So they technically they have a plane flying over their heads. There has been some accidents for this situation, and I believe there was one lady that resulted death, unfortunately, because the airplane was too low, and one of the wheels hit her head, so she died, unfortunately. But normally people are careful to to put their heads down, or go to the ground, lay on the ground, so that doesn't happen. In and on, we have three gentlemen that they are in a boat. They are inside a boat. Whenever something is in, you are inside. So they are in a boat on the sea. The boat is on the sea. So these people, they are riding in a boat on the sea. Also, when we use in, it's when we are inside walls. Like, for example, right now, I'm in my room. I'm inside my room. That's why I'm in the room. You are there, okay? I am in my classroom. If you are at school, then you will say, I'm in my classroom. I'm at school in my classroom. So when it is a closed space, small space, we say in. I'm in the room. I'm in the store. You're inside the store. So you could say, I'm in. We use at when the space is opened, larger, and I'm not specifying exactly the point that I am at. For example, if I happen to be at the mall and my husband does not know where I am, he might call me and say, hey, where are you? And I will have to say, hey, I'm at the mall. I'm just saying I'm somewhere in the mall. I'm not specifying him exactly the store. I could say I'm at the mall, in the plaza. So I am at the mall, in the space of the mall, in the plaza. In the central plaza. So I'm in a place that it's known by Central Plaza. So I am specifying, and there I could use in. And when we go through, okay, definition, going from one end or side of something to the other side. So for example, here we have a tunnel, okay, and we will discuss later that phrase. You can't get over it, you have to go through it. It's very deep, but let's focus on the image. We have a tunnel. So basically when you go through, or through means going from one side to the other on a reduced space, like a tunnel. You have to go through the tunnel You have to walk through that tunnel to go to the beach. So let's pretend I'm in the town, and I want to go to the beach. You have to walk through the tunnel, and on the other side, walk a little bit further, and you will find the beach, for example. Also, when you face or you are having a difficult time, and in that case, we use go through. When you go through something, it's when uh, you are going through a process. You are having a situation. Usually, it's difficult situation. Usually, it's referred to difficult situations. So, for example, I can't buy clothes right now. I am going through a difficult financial situation. So with this, what the person is trying to say is that she's having problems with her money. She's having a difficult time with money and she cannot buy clothes right now. Go through also means to review or search, especially papers. So example, I have to go through all these application forms before leaving work. That means that I have to check, review, see what people wrote on those application forms before I leave work. So I have to go through papers. I have to review papers, that is go through. Talking about the phrase that we have here on the image, you can't get over it, you have to go through, especially when you are willing or when you want or when you need to do something. Let's say that you are having a sentimental problem, or for example when we're talking about grieving, probably a person that you love passed away, that person that you love died. You cannot skip, you cannot go over. Remember, go over is to go above something. You cannot go over the grieving, you have to go through grieving. You have to leave your grieving and then overcome that hard situation. When, for example, people that want to lose weight, they have to go through a process. It means that they have to change eating habits, change exercise habits, or start doing exercise. All that is a process that they have to go through. They cannot go over it, they cannot skip that part to lose weight. They have to go through a process. So basically, that was the lesson for today, and I hope that you have enjoyed. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Bye bye.